Hi, I am making the low-waste chicken lasagna. I think that's what it's called, low-waste chicken lasagna. So on Sunday we had, it was Sunday, God, my brain. Anyway, one day on the weekend we had roast chicken, which we haven't had for I don't know how long. We rarely do a roast. So I've got all this chicken meat left, and I've just made a whole lot of frittatas and things. I could have put some chicken in there, but you know what? I actually quite like them vegetarian. So what I do with them is I make them in the brownie pan so that I get these. So they are ready for lunch boxes. And I actually use the cheddar and zucchini slice, which is in the UK. And they do need something salty in them because I've done it without, and if without, it doesn't not much flavour. So in the recipe it says bacon, and I don't always want to put meat in. Sometimes I put tuna in. And what I've done with these, in the middle of each of these is a little square of feta cheese, which I also had to use up. So that's an aside. So I didn't want to put chicken in those, so I had to find a way to use up my chicken. So I just put cooked chicken into cookie dough, and here we go. And let's have a look. So I'm going to start cooking. It's 1 brown onion, quartered, 1 carrot. I've got a little bit over 1 carrot because I had a bit of carrot left in the fridge anyway. And then it's celery, and I've just realised my volume's down, so hopefully it's okay. All right. We don't do celery in this house. Well, I do, but Andrew doesn't. So I've just got a bit of leek here. And 4 garlic cloves. They've been frozen. Use the peeler. Okay, let's get that out of the way and get you a bit closer. 20 grams of olive oil. Oops, a little bit more than 20 grams of olive oil. And we're just going to chop all this up first. Speed 5. Sorry, just looking at my simmering basket. So now I'm going to put the simmering basket on top, which means I am actually going to move this out a little bit. It's on a glider board, so I just lift it up at the front glider. And that's going to cook for 3 minutes, 100 degrees, speed 1. In the meantime, I'm going to take it a cookie dough. Let's go over here. Excuse the mess. We are having and our garage is full, and we're a mess. So any extra banging noises will be the people's carpet. Anyway, what I wanted to do was show you, I put in lasagna in the search here, and look at all this. I've got lasagna, sun-dried tomato pesto lasagna. Actually, that sounds really good. The low-waste chicken lasagna, which is the one I'm making. Pollock, which is obviously an English recipe. Christmas Eve lasagna. I wonder what is in there. I was thinking, because it looks a bit prawny, doesn't it? Seafood filling. There you go. Seafood lasagna. That's pretty cool. Something different. A mushroom lasagna. It's gluten-free. I think they must use gluten-free lasagna sheets, which you can buy. Oh no, homemade pasta dough. There you go. Looks nice too. Oh, so many mushroom, so many lasagnas to try. Then we've got a wild mushroom and caballo nero lasagna. You know, deconstructed ones, lasagna bolognese, chicken and spinach, so many. The zucchini lasagna. So I am actually, just keeps going. Ricotta, mint and zucchini, vegan lentil, meat-free mushroom lasagna, and so on. So, wow, that looks like it's like a dough, almost like scrolls. Okay. Oh, look at the hearty vegetarian, gluten-free vegetarian one. Let's quickly check that one out. So, yeah, making your own lasagna. vegetable sauce, celery, carrot, garlic, brown onion, parsley, mushrooms, mixed herbs, tomatoes. Yum. They put mozzarella and parmesan in their sauce. Yum. Okay. But what I'm actually going to do, there's more. So many of them. All right. Load the previous because I want to get back to where we are. All right. So this is the one we're actually making. And it's probably 3 minutes is going to be up shortly. Then we're going to add in a whole lot of stuff for the sauce, and it's going to cook for 20 minutes. Then I'm going to stir through the chicken at the end of that 20 minutes, because remember, it's already cooked. Then I'm going to make the cheese sauce. And then it says, build your lasagna, starting with the chicken sauce, pasta, cheese sauce, grated cheese, so on. So instead of pasta, though, I am going to use... just finished. I am going to use zucchini, and I just literally slice the zucchini and I'm going to put that in. So you could use something else if you wanted. You could use sweet potato and just slice that and put that through. Or you could make it into more of a moussaka with eggplant. So all sorts of ways you can use that. And the reason I do that, and look, I don't adhere to this all the time, but a lot of the time, you know, Jo Whitten from Quirky Cooking says she always thinks about how can I add more nutrition to this recipe. And to me, adding the vegetables instead of the pasta dough, which is basically flour and water, adds more nutrition. All right, let's keep going. Okay. So there are my veggies. Okay. Oh, smells good. Just going to put that down. All right. Now, I've got 2 teaspoons of dried oregano. So this I have filled up at the sauce. And then it does say basil. Has to be mixed herbs. I don't do the separate basil. I probably should, but I don't. So we've got a bit of mixed herbs in there. Then it says 400 grams of tomato passata. Now this is a leftover lasagna, and I made the chicken thigh puttanesca, spicy chicken thigh puttanesca the other day, which was really good. So I've got a bit of sauce left over, so I'm going to put that in. First. There we go. And I'm going to top it up with some passata. Two tablespoons of tomato paste. So I'm going to do a couple of big heat things of these. There we go. 2 teaspoons of sugar. Now this sugar is just sugar that I've already milled, so it looks like icing sugar. It really doesn't matter. I was doing it probably absorb a bit better, won't it? 250 grams of water, which is here, excuse me. Not quite 250 grams. That'll do. 2 teaspoons of chicken stock paste. So if you don't make your own chicken stock paste, this is awesome. If you don't have chicken stock paste, you use your vegetable stock paste. And if you don't make your vegetable stock paste, you should. It's literally leftovers, like this lasagna. You can just use all the peelings and everything from your veggies. Just put them aside, freeze them if necessary, and yeah, go from there. So black pepper. And then I'm going to put the simmering basket on top. And it's going to cook for 20 minutes. It's just on speed stir, it's on reverse, because we don't want to actually chop up those veggies anymore. Okay, so in the meantime, I am going to do some zucchini slices ready for the lasagna and get everything ready for the cheese sauce. See you a bit later. Okay, so here we are, 11 seconds to go on the sauce. Then what I realised, it said to shred the cooked chicken, which I haven't done, just chopped it up. So what I'm going to do, because there's a tip here, so just in case you don't know where to find the tips, your 3 dots, there's always information there, recipe detail, right down the bottom, tips and tricks. Oh, make your own. Oh, okay. Doesn't actually tell you how to shred. So it just literally said, make your own, use up leftover chicken, roast chicken, and make your own chicken stock paste. So what I want to do, because I need a dry roll for the next step, which is going to be the cheese sauce, I'm going to put the sauce on here, which looks amazing. I'll show you as I'm pouring it in. Anyway, that's all very yummy. And then I'm going to shred the chicken, put the chicken into the bowl. So we'll just weigh it to make sure I've got the right amount. Hopefully have. So just give my husband the last bit. So here we go. Anyway, it is what it is. Whoops, it's not going to be 500. Give it back. It's going to be 400 something. That's fine. Okie doke. 430. All right, and then what I'm going to do is just shred it. So I'm going to go out of the recipe, just hit the home button. I'm going to pop my lid and the MC back on. And we are going to put it on reverse. Fingers are wet. Reverse. And I'm going to put it on speed 4. For 4 seconds. It sounded like it took a little bit longer. It didn't actually start counting until it got up to speed. Here we go, shredded chicken. So I'm going to pop that into here with the thermo server, and I'll stir all that through in a minute. But in the meantime, I'm going to get the cheese sauce going. So I'm going to have, you need to, it says to wash and dry your bowl. However, it also needs to be a cold bowl because we're going to be chopping up some cheese. So I'm just going to get another bowl. Okay. All right. So back into my recipe. I'll just show you again. So it was bookmarked back in there. Okay. Stir through and set aside. Okay. Clean and dry mixing bowl. Preheat your oven. 250 grams of cheddar cheese cut into pieces. Needs to be a cold bowl because obviously your cheese is going to melt on the bottom. It's warm. Lid on, 5 seconds, speed 8. Asking me to put it into another bowl. So here's our cheese. To the bowl here. Let's need to find another spatula too. All right. Hello. 50 grams of plain flour. Right, that'll do. Then 50 grams of unsalted butter, which I just need to just chop up a little bit of this. All right, that's done. 500 grams of milk. Now I'm just going to show you the use by on this milk. So it's March, but it's been frozen. I defrosted it last week because we had people painting and I thought they might use it, but they didn't. So I'm using this up as well. Okay. 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard. And pepper. All right, that's going to cook for 7 minutes. So we're not going to hang around for 7 minutes. I will get this going and I'll just show you what's, oh, it's a bit noisy to show you. I'll show you in here. All right, so that's cooking there. Then I'm going to add 70 grams of the grated cheese, and we've had 250 grams. And I'm going to mix for 40 seconds just to put it in. Then it's telling me to use the Firra cast iron dish, but I'm going to do it in a couple of separate dishes, one because I'm going to freeze some. And it says starting with the chicken sauce. Now, I always start with the pasta, which as we know is zucchini. So I have actually, oh, I'll show you this in a second. I have actually started that, but I'm basically going to layer it and then bake, although I am going to freeze part of it. So this is one of the vacuum seal containers. I've got my layer, I've just greased it. I've got my first layer of zucchini in the bottom, and I'll be layering up the lasagna in that. So I've got that one, and got one so that we can have one maybe tomorrow night for dinner. And I think I'm going to have more than that. So I might just freeze the sauce, or we'll see how we go. Anyway, that's it. The low waste chicken lasagna using lots of leftovers.